In this video, I'm gonna build a massive army of 50 LEGO superheroes. Then I'm gonna build a LEGO superhero universe for them with a giant city of people to protect and to battle with some of the world's most powerful supervillains. So anyway, let's go. Okay, the first step in building our superhero universe is to build an army of superheroes to live in it. So I searched the internet for a day and spent a few $100s on some of the most popular and iconic superheroes I could find. The first superhero we're gonna introduce is Bruce Wayne, most notably known as Batman. No, not that kind of Batman. Not that one either. Okay, that's better. He's a rich billionaire, highly skilled in martial arts who fights crime in Gotham City. He also has a crime-fighting partner named Robin, who's also highly skilled in combat. And to get around the city, he rides in a Batmobile, so I speed ran to the LEGO store and bought one in LEGO. Okay, this one's got two guns that pop up on the front, and there's also some fire on the back. Another DC superhero is Superman, who can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes. There's also the Flash, who can run faster than the human eye. And I'm gonna add even more superheroes to our army, like Shazam, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Green Lantern. Another group of superheroes are the Avengers, and there's a lot of them, like Iron Man, who wears a high-tech suit of armor to fight crime, Thor, who fights with a hammer and can summon thunder, Captain America, who fights with his shield. Another Avenger is Hawkeye, who's a super skilled archer. Bruce Banner, who becomes the Incredible Hulk when he gets angry. So let's see what happens when I put milk in the bowl before the cereal. Oh, we got it, guys. There's also Ant-Man, who can become really tiny. We're also gonna recruit Doctor Strange, Black Widow, who's a Russian spy, Falcon, the Winter Soldier, Vision, which is a human-like robot, War Machine, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, and the Black Panther, who's the King of Wakanda, and Kendrick Lamar made an album about him. Okay, now I want to build something for the Avengers, so I speed ran to the LEGO store and bought this 700-piece Avengers Quinjet set. It's basically a very high-tech looking aircraft, so the Avengers will be able to use this to transport themselves. One of my favorite superheroes is Spider-Man. Once he was a nerdy kid that had no riz, but one day he got bit by a radioactive spider, and now he swings through the city saving people in need. And there's a lot of different Spider-Men from different multiverses, so here's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield one, the Tom Holland one, we got the Miles Morales one, Gwen Stacy, who's also Spider-Woman, and this one called Spider-Ham. I'm not sure, that's what it said on Google. My favorite superhero movie is Guardians of the Galaxy, so we also got some Guardians of the Galaxy minifigs, and to go with them, I bought this massive spaceship. Okay, this one looks straight out of outer space. I really like the colors on it, and it's gonna make another great addition to our army. Also, we can add the Incredibles to our army, like Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, who can stretch really long, Dash, Violet, who can become invisible, and Frozone, who can turn things to ice. And some final superheroes we're gonna add to this army are Big Hero 6 and the one and only animal superhero, which is this dog that has a cape on it. And just like that, I think we've successfully recruited enough people to our LEGO superhero army. Dang, I feel like I've unlocked every character in a LEGO game right now. And our next step is to build a massive superhero headquarters where they can have meetings, store their weapons, and train for battle. Basically, I made this large concrete tower so it's extra strong. I added these diagonal beams so it looks cool, and there's 3 separate rooms with the top being the largest. Okay, now it's time to customize the inside. I'm gonna turn the first floor into a meeting room where superheroes can communicate and discuss important issues. For the second floor, I'm gonna turn it into a room full of superhero weapons. Okay, that looks pretty good. And finally, for the third floor, I'm gonna turn it into a massive gym so the superheroes can get strong. I built this bench press and I used car wheels for the weights. I'm also gonna add dumbbells that I used lightsaber hilts to make, a treadmill for the Flash to practice his running skills, 2 punching bags, including this punching dummy that looks like the Joker. I'm also gonna add 2 yoga mats for people to stretch, a water dispenser, and a speaker to play music and hype people up when they're working out. And above the gym on the roof of the building, I'm gonna turn it into a helipad for the Quinjet we made earlier. Okay, that took several hours, but I think our superhero headquarter building is finally done. But we just got started because next I want to build a LEGO city for the superheroes to protect. I speed ran to the LEGO store and bought this $300 LEGO Daily Bugle, which is the actual building featured in a lot of the Spider-Man comics and movies. So after an entire day of speed building this thing, it was finally completed. Insert a hype montage. Okay, this building's actually pretty massive. It's got 4 separate levels, and each floor can actually open up to where you can see the interior. But even after making this, there's still more buildings I want to add to the city, so I searched the internet and bought lots of pieces. Yep, I'm gonna be very broke after this video. I'm gonna start by taking several base plates and spreading them around to form the layout of the city. Next, I'm gonna build 2 massive skyscrapers using tons of window pieces to take up the back of the city. And together with the Daily Bugle and headquarter building we made earlier, it's gonna form a beautiful city skyline. The next block down, I'm gonna continue adding buildings, like these 4 apartment buildings that are side by side with each other and each look unique. And next to that, I'm gonna build a white bank with columns on the front to make it look very expensive. And also a money sign, that way you know it's a bank. And because every city needs a park, in this final corner I'm gonna build one in Lego, adding a pond and several trees to go around it. Another thing that every city needs is a public transportation system, so because I'm running out of space, I'm gonna put a metro system above the main road with 2 passenger cars to transport citizens. And to make this really feel like a city, it was time for some finishing details, light poles, trash bins, benches, more trees, and a few cars to drive around in the street. And now that our Lego city is complete, it's time to introduce the new citizens that will be living here. So now we can add our superheroes around the city to protect the citizens, and there you go, our Lego superhero city is finally complete. That was a lot harder than I thought. That took 3 days to build, guys. It really looks like one of those cities that they'd film a superhero movie in. So now, insert the cool superhero montage. Now, as peaceful as our brand new Lego city is, let's not celebrate too early, because just like every big city, there's gonna be problems. And with every superhero, there's a supervillain. So now it's time to introduce some of the most powerful and evil supervillains of all time. Each of these supervillains have unique powers and abilities, like Dr. Octopus, Killer Moth, the Joker, the Green Goblin, Venom, Loki, Killmonger, Lex Luthor, Ultron, Ronan the Accuser, the Red Skull, Sandman, Mysterio, Poison Ivy who can kill you when you kiss her, and Thanos, who can literally wipe out the entire universe with his Infinity Gauntlet. And just by adding those supervillains, our city is in complete chaos. And like every superhero movie, we now need to save the people and bring justice to the city. So it's time to unleash our superheroes and insert a cool fighting montage.
Oh look, a lamp!
Wow, there we go. The Lego supervillains are now gone and the city is brought back to peace. And it looks like that concludes our Lego superhero journey, so it's time for a speech from Morgan Freeman.
A Lego superhero stands as a beacon of justice, defined not by its powers, but by its decisions and deeds.
I'm a superhero.